Hey guys, how you all feeling out there? Relaxed? Enjoying the comforting warmth and admiring your sun-kissed skin? What about the air you're breathing? Sure does look clean, doesn't it? How lucky are us humans, hey? Well, let me tell you, not lucky at all. In fact, on a scale from 1 to fatal, we're all pretty much doomed.
The sun emits all sorts of dangerous electromagnetic radiation, which we are protected from by the ozone layer. However, as much as a lot of stuff doesn't get in, many things don't get out either, and as a result, the life forms on Earth are constantly foreshadowed by a terrifying invisible demon known as greenhouse gases. One of these gases is methane, and it is the second most prevalent gas in our atmosphere and is emitted mainly by natural sources such as wetlands, human activities, leakage from natural systems, and animal agriculture. Methane looks pretty harmless, right? Don't be fooled. Methane is such a dangerous gas that lingers in our atmosphere. There's substantially a lot more carbon dioxide in the air, but methane's ability to trap heat is far greater. With more and more infrastructures put into place, greenhouse gas emissions increase, and subsequently the temperatures on Earth get hotter and hotter. Alright guys, let's take a trip to the Arctic. Blanketed by angelic white snow with air fresher than the Prince of Bel-Air and home to magical flying reindeer, this might no longer be a reality as the 1400 gigaton methane beast is slowly awakening from its slumber. With temperatures rising, the ice-containing Arctic methane is rapidly melting, and soon enough the ozone layer is going to become the fart layer. Permafrost stores an enormous measure of carbon and methane. With temperatures increasing, the permafrost is thawing faster than ever and emitting these gases into the atmosphere, a process that has already begun in Siberia. Methane in permafrost is in fact trapped in almost all regions of the Arctic and is causing drastic effects on the biodiversity and landscapes. Scientists have been analysing microbial activity in Siberia for over a decade now and have discovered that methane escaping from the permafrost is in fact fueling the microbial organisms living there in the ice. Okay, so if methane is getting used up, we're gonna be fine, right? Wrong! These microbial organisms are releasing their own methane as byproducts of their microbial activity. The methane released from these organisms is more than the methane they take in, and if this is happening in Siberia, it can happen anywhere in the Arctic. Okay, so it's obvious that the more methane released, the higher the temperature, which melts more ice, which releases more methane, and so on and so on. It's a cycle of death. Yeah, you get it. The increase of pollution in the air is extremely dangerous for all our life forms as well as the scorching heat that tags along. And if something isn't done about this right now, we might as well all sign our own death certificates. Okay, mission save the Earth. Let's do this. We need to start removing CO2 from the atmosphere initially to slow down the process and to reduce temperatures. This can be achieved by utilising the photosynthesis of plants. Therefore, the rate of deforestation needs to drop drastically, and more trees, algae and plants need to be put into place. We need to cut down on industrial infrastructure, use eco-friendly methods of transport, and make our devices run on more renewable forms of energy, and cut down on animal agriculture because that is one of the leading causes of greenhouse gas emissions. Methane in the atmosphere has a lifespan of about 10 years. This is a lot lower than CO2, which on the contrary can last for decades. By taking action, we can reduce the temperatures on Earth and prevent the Arctic methane emissions from bursting above the gigaton level and sending us all into oblivion. Procrastination is not an option, and maybe with a little bit of luck, we may just save our planet.
Created using Powtoon.